Hi everyone, this is Jade, your captain. I'm coming to you from my Champion Ultra Star motorhome. A couple of my friends said, I think you ought to show people what you did as far as a table for your motorhome so it would make dining a lot more comfortable. Now when I first bought this motorhome, it came with these two nice upholstered chairs. This is one of them. The other one I have stored in my garage. Now, this one here was all fastened down, but the gentleman I bought it from said that he didn't fasten it down because he wanted to save the space for other things. He remodeled this and he put new paneling up, and apparently there was a little shelf that came out just enough to put your drinks on originally. And we've been eating on, let me see if I can get this out. We've been eating on things like this, either on our lap or the little legs come out like this, and then you've got extensions you screw onto them, which this is really nice, for outdoors, and we're doing a little odds and ends, but for eating, it's just, we're eating as a tray on our lap, and we're eating sitting on the couch and sitting on chairs or eating outside, which is okay. But Sharon really wanted a table. So what I did was I got very lucky. And if you look at the floor down here, I'm going to shift this around a little bit so you can see the floor. If you look at the floor down here, that's probably better. You'll see the latches and stuff on the floor. Now this whole area can be used for either a pet cage or if you're hauling anything and moving anything. And you got a couple of tie downs here that I put on there in case you're doing any of that kind of stuff. But the luckiest thing happened to me, and here it is. I found this vanity cabinet, which has got a beautiful top on it and a nice door. And I'd like to put another door in here. But the best part of this is that it fit right in that area. Now, I don't want to really turn my back to you guys, but this goes right in here. And because it's got all these locking D-rings, it stays in there. You could flip this coach over and this thing is not going anywhere. It's got all these latches to bolt it down. And over here, same thing. And they all lock. Once they get into position, they all lock. And that will not go anywhere. You could roll this coach over and that cabinet will not go anywhere. Now, this is nice if you just want a vanity top. But what we really needed was a dining table. So, I got this dining table. And I got it from the RV salvage yard, or what I call the graveyard. It goes right in there. Everything bolts down so it doesn't come off. It's got all of those locking bolts. You could sit here in the morning. You could have your coffee. Somebody else can sit over there and enjoy themselves. And it's just really worked out great. The top was all marked up with a magic marker, which came off with Ajax, and then I sanded down the edges because this is all oak on the edges, and I sanded it all down and I revarnished it. And so I think it turned out really, really nice. Now, we got 2 people in here and 2 people to eat dinner. So I went around and I talked to a few people about possibly, maybe I can turn this a little bit, possibly putting building a bench for me for here. We were talking about a lot of money. So what I did was, I found this cute little bench that goes right in there. It fits in there perfect. It opens up and you can store stuff in there. And this material, it's called Rush, R-U-S-H. And it's made, I don't know, in Hong Kong or something. It's not expensive. I spent a little over $20 for it. And then I had to put this bottom on it because it was much too low. And so now everybody's in the habit of pulling this out and sitting on the edge and eating their dinner here and watching TV. This thing has really, really been a blessing for us. And I think I'm just probably going to sell the other chair. So if you know anybody who wants to buy a RV chair, it's got seat belts and everything in it, and it's upholstered up in that gray, nice gray material, and there's no rips or tears in it. So this is it. This is the table, and we just love it. Anyway, that's all for that part, and I promised everyone that I would show the new TV. So why don't we'll pick up the camera here, and we'll bring it around here, and we'll refocus here. And this is the new TV. It's huge. It's 28 inches. It barely fits in the spot. It's an Insignia. It's an LED. It's 12 volt.
Also,
with a nice remote.
Were aware of what was going on in the neighborhood and were able to see what was happening.
Now, the best part about this is I didn't wire it in. What I did was I took the cord and I cut the cord. I spliced it, and now it's hooked up down there in the 12 volt socket, if you can see it down there. And the reason I didn't hardwire it was because I don't want it drawn off my batteries when the coach is idle, or you know, just draining down my batteries without knowing it. This way, when I plug it in to 12 volts, I know what I've got. I know I'm drawing 1.5 amps off that battery. And does it draw the battery down? Not really. I mean, not a whole heck of a lot. But you wouldn't want your batteries on the weak side and then try and run your TV all night, for, you know, like after 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night, because you would be draining your batteries down, and you might just wake up during the night with no furnace because you don't have any 12 volt power to run your furnace. Well, that's all for now, and this is Gene, your captain, coming from you from the Ultrastar. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe.